I traveled the Pacific Rim countries, Thailand, Vietnam, China, Indonesia, even Bangladesh, which is off the coast of India. And over there they have a different way of treating, or should you say preventing, health issues. If you look at some of the articles that are out there and some of the countries that have longevity in the world, you know, for men and women, where would you think the U.S. ranks? Not even in the top 25, as far as industrialized nations. Okay. Top one is Japan for women. Top one for men, I think, is like Taiwan or something. But all these Pacific Rim countries, they take care of their immune system in different ways. They do preventative stuff versus treating the already disease like we do here in the West. We wait until we get sick and we load up on antibiotics and other drugs that are out there. We have high cholesterol, we do the Lipitor. If we have high blood pressure, we take the other drugs. And they all have side effects. So most of us who are on some kind of medication are on another medication to counteract the side effects of the first medication. That's the Western world of health. So anyway, start off with immune health. Why is it important? Well, your immune system is what you were given at birth to take care of your health throughout your life. And what I'm not going to say a strong immune system is healthy, because, and you'll later see why I don't say it that way, but a balanced immune system is what you're looking for, okay? Why is it important? A balanced immune system can take care of so many different illnesses and problems that can enter your body, and you won't be getting sick nearly as often as what we do here today. It also helps in the combat of heart disease, which is the #1 killer in America. #2 killer is cancer. A balanced immune system will help you to combat cancer, keep you from getting it to begin with. Now, I'm not saying that if you have a super healthy immune system, you're not going to get cancer, because there has been a few isolated cases where even those people have gotten cancer as well. But the vast majority of people could be helped if their immune systems were healthy. So now you got this immune system, this incredible engine inside you that can help to prevent illnesses. But why do we get sick? Well, we get sick because our immune systems get weakened. A weakened immune system. This is a picture right here of a white blood cell called macrophage. They're the largest of the white blood cells in our body. That's a white blood cell that is at rest, or really not doing what it's supposed to be doing. It should be on alert, out around, looking for problems in the body, foreign invaders. This one on the other side, on the other hand, is an activated macrophage. That is one that's actually healthy, doing what it's supposed to be doing, going out and scavenging, looking for invaders, foreign invaders. Well, what keeps our immune system like that when it should be like that? Stress is the #1 reason why our immune systems get weakened. Now, how can we get stressed? Well, there's a number of ways you can be stressed. Diet is probably the #1 way. We don't eat a healthy diet. I'm guilty of it. I stop by McDonald's on occasion, Wendy's. I don't have my green vegetables. I don't eat my 5 servings of fruit a day. But there are people who have just terrible diets. Eating junk food, processed food. The more and more you hear about how our food systems are put together here in this country, the more you realize, just how stressed our bodies must be trying to digest or utilize the kind of food that we put in it. Also, stress, it can be, if you're married, your wife possibly could be a source of some stress. On rare occasions, though few, the husband could be the cause of the stress.
Very rare.
Yeah, but I think we can all agree on that the children are always a source of stress in our relationship. The other stress you have is your work workplace, making enough money so that you can feed your family. A lot of people have 2 and 3 jobs. They don't get enough sleep. Sleep is just extremely important for a body. If you deprive yourself of sleep for whatever reason, that causes stress to the body, weakens your immune system. The other side of it is why I don't say a strong immune system. If you have an overactive immune system, that's just as dangerous and that's just as unhealthy as a weakened immune system. So what's an overactive immune system? Well, an overactive immune system is when you have some type of autoimmune disease. I think most of you guys are familiar with what autoimmune disease is. There's a laundry list of them that's high from the ceiling to the floor of the different autoimmune diseases that are out there. That's when your own immune system is attacking healthy cells within your body. Instead of attacking the bacteria or the viruses or the cancers that are coming in, that's actually going out and attacking healthy cells. Now, I had one of my presentations, someone said, well, it's similar to leukemia. Leukemia is a different type of autoimmune disease. Leukemia is when your white blood cells divide unnaturally, and they end up building up in your system. And so now your white blood cells, instead of being processed through and eliminated out of your body on a regular basis, they start clogging up the space for your red blood cells. So now your white blood cells start overtaking your red blood cells, and because you don't have the red blood cells that carry the oxygen and the nutrients to your body, you start getting weakened and you start having issues, and that's what leukemia kind of tends to be. Cancer in your immune system. I read an article by a well-established cancer researcher, and 2 things he really kind of emphasized in the article. One is our incredible increase in the amount of sugar that we eat on a yearly basis per individual versus 100 years ago. Now, sugar is one of the main things that cancer feeds on in order to continue to grow and develop in our body. Now, when I talk about sugar, I'm talking about the monosaccharides, the normal sugar that you have at the house that's in a candy bar, it's in a soda pop. Those sugars are pretty prevalent in our food supply. Processed foods have a lot of added sugar. So that's one issue we have with cancer, but the other issue is our immune system has been weakened. And for whatever different reasons, and we went over several different reasons why you can have a weakened immune system. He said in the article, you reading this article, if you're healthy right now, you more than likely had cancer at least once to twice in the last 365 days. But your immune system was healthy enough to combat that invasion, engulf the cancerous cells, and remove it before it set up shop in your body and started doing damage. But those folks who had a compromised immune system, they weren't so lucky. And those are the ones who ends up getting cancer. And if you know anybody who has cancer, which I think the statistics are that 1 out of every 2 people is either going to have a direct relationship to cancer or going to have it in their family somewhere. So we've all been exposed to cancer, how nasty it is, how the treatments are, and how you feel after the treatments, and then cancer can go away for a while and come right back again. So it's best if you can kind of keep cancer away from you versus getting it and then having to get treated for it. So again, preventative measures rather than treating the symptoms. And again, that's what we like to do here in this country. We like to treat the symptoms and not prevent it to begin with. Cancer, I don't have to tell you, is a multi-billion-dollar business here in this country. So there's not going to be a lot of people out there to say, here, this is how we prevent it. But there are a lot of people out there to say, this is how we treat cancer. What are the risks? Well, I have a chart here coming up. This is the estimated number of new cancer cases and deaths by sex for the U.S. in this year, 2015. They're expecting for both sexes, male and female, to be 1.7 new cases, 1.7 million new cases of cancer here in the United States. And they expect close to 600,000 of those new cases will result in death. Okay? This is number 2 in this country for deaths in the U.S., second only to heart disease.